We're back again with Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew. Scream for Ice Cream. Written by Carolyn Keene and illustrated by Mackie Pomintuan. We're officially on Chapter 9. This is our second to last chapter. Only one more chapter after this. Let's see what happens with Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew. Ooh, my stomach, the voice moaned. That's not a ghost, Nancy said. It's Kevin. George opened the door for light. Behind a pile of firewood, the girls found Kevin. He was sitting on the floor, surrounded by crumpled candy bar wrappers, a chocolate drink can, and an empty popsicle box. Aha! George said, caught chocolate-handed. What are you doing here? Kevin groaned. His face was smudged with chocolate stains. So was his white t-shirt. We're looking for chock full of chocolate ice cream, Bess said with a smirk. Got any? Chocolate? Kevin groaned. He stuck out his tongue and made a gagging sound. Don't even say the word. Nancy felt bad that Kevin had a stomachache, but she was aching to ask him questions. What's the deal with all this chocolate? Kevin, Nancy asked. You're not even allowed to eat it. That's why I spent my birthday money on tons of the stuff, Kevin explained. My mom and dad said I could spend it on anything I wanted. So you ate it all? Bess asked. Yeah, but don't remind me, Kevin groaned again. Your name was on the contest list, George said. Weren't you going to use the chocolate to make ice cream? Some of it, Kevin admitted, but I kept eating and eating and eating until nothing was left. I don't get it, Kevin, Nancy said. Why did you enter a contest to win something you can't eat? That's the idea, Kevin said. If I had that silver ticket, I'd be able to eat all the ice cream I wanted. Not if your parents have to sign a permission slip too, Nancy pointed out. Kevin stared at Nancy. Then he slapped his forehead with the back of his hand. A permission slip, he said. Now you tell me. Nancy saw a popsicle stick on the floor. As she kneeled down to pick it up, Kevin burped. Brrr! His eyes bulged out as he covered his mouth with his hand. Back up! He's going to hurl! George shouted. The girls raced out of the shed. They were halfway through the yard when Nancy decided to run back. Kevin, Nancy called through the door. Are you okay? Yeah, Kevin called back. Just a dry heave. Nancy, Bess, and George walked slowly back to their bikes. I guess Kevin is innocent, Bess said. Nancy examined the popsicle stick she took from the shed. This doesn't say lickety sticks on it, she said, so Kevin did not write the message on my doorstep. Now we really have 0 suspects, George sighed, and the contest is tomorrow. Nancy suddenly heard bells. The Mr. Drippy truck was rolling down the street. It pulled up to the sidewalk and stopped. The girls watched as a 6-year-old boy made his way to the truck. He seemed to know the drill as he approached the window and saluted Mr. Drippy. 1 vanilla ice cream bar, please, he said. At ease, young man, Mr. Drippy said. While Mr. Drippy dug through the freezer, Nancy looked through the truck window. Henderson was standing in the back of the truck. He had 2 popsicle sticks stuck up his nose and was snorting like a walrus. Oh my gosh, he's got popsicle sticks up his nose. That's kind of gross. Gross! Bess muttered. Nancy was about to turn away from Henderson when something clicked. She ran over to the boy with the ice cream bar and said, "Can we see that pop?" she asked. "Sorry," the boy said. "You forgot to say, 'Please,'" Nancy groaned. The boy looked confused as Nancy examined the popsicle stick. "Bingo," Nancy said. "This stick has Lickety Sticks Company stamped on it." That tells us something important. There's a clue there. Nancy gave the ice cream bar back to the boy. He walked away, shaking his head. "Maybe Henderson wrote the popsicle stick message, Nancy," Bess said. "Why would Henderson tell us to give up?" George asked. "He didn't enter the contest." Nancy shrugged. "Maybe Henderson read about our case on Deirdre's website," she said, "and was just being pesty." That's like being a pest or being annoying. "Like always," Bess sighed. It was 2:00 in the afternoon. George had promised to watch her baby brother, while her mother planned the mayor's party. Bess's grandparents were visiting that afternoon, so she wanted to go home. "That's okay," Nancy said with a smile. "I'll work on the case alone for a while." Nancy knew it wouldn't be easy, especially when the contest was tomorrow and she didn't have a clue. "I don't know what to do, Daddy," Nancy said that evening. "Kendra wanted us to find the ice cream thief in time for the contest tomorrow, and we blew it." Mr. Drew was busy chopping carrots for the dinner salad. "No, you didn't," he said. "Clues can show up any time, even at the last minute." Nancy smiled as her dad popped a carrot slice into her mouth. She swallowed and said, "I sure hope so, Daddy, because this is the last minute." "Hi, George," Nancy said. "Are you ready for the contest?" It was Saturday morning. Nancy and Bess were standing on the Fanes' doorstep. In less than an hour, the Jim and Barry ice cream flavor contest would begin. George waved Nancy and Bess inside. "I guess," she said, "but I'm bummed out about not solving the case." "You're not the only one," Nancy sighed. What would they tell Kendra when they saw her? And what would happen to the Clue Crew now? Would they be the big joke of River Heights Elementary School? The girls walked into the kitchen. Mrs. Fane was talking loudly on the phone. "We didn't order orange carnations," she said. "We ordered red roses. Red roses." "Mayor Strong's birthday party is today," George whispered. "My mom is so nervous she almost brushed her teeth with sunscreen this morning." Ew, sunscreen for toothpaste. That'd be gross. Nancy saw a big cardboard box on the kitchen table. "What are those?" she asked. "Just the menus for the party," George said. "Anything yummy on it?" Bess asked. "If it's not a pizza party, who cares?" George said. Bess picked up a menu and began to read out loud. "They're having something called Caesar salad. The main course is salmon and asparagus. And for dessert, there's chock full of chocolate ice cream." Nancy blinked hard. "Say what?" "Bess," she said, Did you just say what I think you just said? Oh my gosh, they're serving Kendra's ice cream at the party. How is that possible? Oh my goodness, who stole the secret recipe? This is crazy. We'll find out in the last chapter, chapter 10 tomorrow. Oh my goodness. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this chapter of Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew Scream for Ice Cream. See you next time. Bye.